Hello, everybody. I want to tell you something very exciting and encouraging. So, the Lord put on my heart to, make these calculations a couple of weeks ago, and then kind of got sidetracked by the Feast of Trumpets. But this is the greatest news, really, that we could possibly imagine at a time such as this, where people are losing hope. And is the Lord coming, or do we have to wait 7 more years? No. Okay, now let me show you why, and it's from the Bible. Okay, so if you look at the book of Daniel, you're going to find that there's a reference to a 7-year covenant. Daniel 9:27, and he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week, and in the midst of the week, which is 7 years, he shall cause the sacrifice and the oblation to cease, and for the overspreading of abominations he shall make it desolate, even until the consummation, and that determined shall be poured upon the desolate. Now, in the Bible, the biblical number of days in a year is 360. So that changes things. So 7 times 360 is actually 2,520 days. Now, that's how long the 7-year covenant is. Okay, this is simple. This is very simple. Okay, if you take, and by the way, the Shemitah that starts is 7 years, but technically it would be 7 biblical years, because that's how God counts the days in a year. That's why there's 360 degrees in a circle. So in calculating this, you want to go to the end of a generation, where Jesus said in Matthew 24 to the disciples, when are we going to see all these things? And he described the 7-year tribulation, the abomination of desolation, which would include the rapture before the 7 years begins. He said, you'll see all these things in his second coming before Israel turns 81, okay? Now, what he said was before the fig tree generation ends, which a generation, as we know from Psalms 90, is 70 to 80 years. So Israel will not be 81 until May 14th, 2029. So Israel will be 80 years old that whole year before that, which means that the year that Jesus is coming back is 2029, because that's all we have left right now. We have 7 years from 2022. So if you go to the Feast of Trumpets, which, by the way, guess when that is in 2029? It's 9/11. I think that's our real 9/11, folks, because when those trumpets blow, boy, you are going to be sorry if you have not gotten right with God at that point and received Jesus Christ. This is called a last minute 9/11. We should expect Jesus Christ to return on the Day of Atonement, which is September 20th, 2029. So I'm going to show you a little math and show you, if you subtract 2,520 days, that Shemitah biblical year cycle, this is where it takes you, which is very, very soon from now. And we should be expecting to leave any time between now and then. So we have here September 20th, 2029, the Day of Atonement. You subtract 2,520 days, 7 biblical years. It takes you to Thursday, October 27th, 2022. I believe the rapture should happen anytime between now and October 27th, 2022.